Hello, today is Wednesday, October 13th. Today I decided to go ahead and treat my lionfish Simba for ick. There he is right there. What had happened is he lives in a 46-gallon tank by himself with about a maybe 9-10 inch snowflake eel. 2 days ago I noticed that he was bitten on his fin back in his tail fin. If you could see, you could see right there that he's missing a piece to the right, and it looks like the eel might have bit it off. Well, he was doing very well prior to that, and then he got that same day when I noticed he was missing that piece of fin. I noticed that he had gotten white spots all over his body. As you could see right now, there's a couple of spots on his fins right there. You could see. See, what happened is that I saw a couple of spots there, and I wasn't too concerned. So I was like, oh, you know what? It'll probably go away. His fin will grow back, but it didn't. Yesterday, I noticed he had even more spots. So today, I woke up and I let it be, being that tank has been treated before with copperman and had traces of copper in it, so I went ahead and let it be, and let the treatment take over itself. Now that tank has been hostless for maybe about 6 weeks or more, till I finally decided to put in another fish, which was Simba here. Yes, he's the same fish that is on my videos, chocolate covered, or not chocolate covered, but chocolate striped fish. Now you could see right there, he's actually showing himself of all the ick. About maybe an hour ago, he was a lot worse than that, which was today in the morning when I saw him. He was a lot worse. If you could see his fins, there's still traces of the ick. I'm treating him with this treatment right here, Quick Cure, which I purchased, I believe, was at Petco. Now, it seems to be doing the job because there's not that many spots as there were earlier on him. I mean, you could still see some dots, and if you could see on one of his fins, the ick is kind of like trying to fall off, but it's hanging on to dear life. Today is the first treatment of 3 days, but let me see if you could see some of the ick trying to falling off. You can't see any just yet, but let's see if he lets himself. I think he's hungry, though I'm not gonna feed him yet. Did you see that right there on his fin right there? You could see a little piece of the ick falling off. Now he seems pretty healthy so far. He seems active and hungry, but I'm not gonna feed him yet. Now, when this happened, I put him in his new home on Friday or Saturday of this last week. I went ahead and I acclimated him. Took me about 2 hours to acclimate, and I went ahead and put him in there. He was perfectly healthy, very fine, very active, eating very well. I was doing the mistake of feeding him daily, but now I'm gonna feed him every other day. So I'm just feeding him silver sides. So if anybody tells me otherwise, it's okay to feed him daily silver sides, I'll be fine, because I hear it's not good to feed them every day, but most of them are talking about goldfish and feeder fish, freshwater fish. Anyways, that same day when I put him in, I went ahead and tested the water, all the parameters, and all the parameters were okay. They were all at 0 except for the nitrite, ITE. That was at about, I want to say, maybe 20 ppms. Well, right after this happened, for some weird reason, everything went out of whack. I went ahead and put the water in here, and before I tested it, because I had just tested it recently, and now that I tested it, you could see over here, right here, the ammonia levels are at 0. The nitrite, ITE, is at 0, and I apologize, earlier I said nitrite, but it's the nitrate that was a little bit high, and now it's even higher after this incident. I want to say maybe it's at Jesus Christ, 80%. I'm sorry, 80 ppm. It's not 160, but I want to say with the bare naked eye without the phone, I'm seeing it between 40 and 80. That's where I'm seeing it at. So that's pretty high. For some reason, my pH completely out of whack. It was at 8.4 on Friday last week or Saturday last week, and now it's at 7.8, which was pretty alarming because lionfish should be, their pH balance should always be pretty good. And here we have the copper, which are the traces of the copper, which I was telling you about earlier, and you can see that there is some traces. I want to say maybe there's 0.25 ppms of copper, which was why I did not initially start treating him yet. But I think it's too low of a dosage for his home, which this is his home right now. Right now I'm going to go ahead and do the hypo on it, hyposalinity. Right now I got to test the salt on it. I believe it's at 1.09 right now. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I just had a question. I mean, once those 3 days are up with treating the ick with a lionfish in the nano cube right now, I'm wondering if I could acclimate him and put him in here with the salinity so low, as I don't think he would last 6 weeks in that little nano cube. So if anybody can give me a tip there, I greatly appreciate it. Here is the lionfish again. Again, he seems very active, pretty happy, so far so good. And again, there's a lot less little ick all over him. I mean, he was a lot worse. And if you could tell on that little fin again, the fin that's facing us, you could see the ick moving right there. There you go, it's moving right there on the brown spot, and it's moving up and down. It's about to fall off. So they're falling off. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I stabilize the water in his home, I'm going to go ahead and tomorrow do a water change in this one, a 100% water change. Put the water from his aquarium, even though it's going to be at 1.09 salinity, I'm going to go ahead and do that and have the water and keep treating him here for the next 2 days, which is today, tomorrow, and not counting today, I'm sorry, which is for the next 2 days. So far so good. If you guys have any questions, please ask me, because I think this is so far the best I've ever done treating ick on a lionfish. I will keep you guys posted daily. I will take the video tomorrow and the following day for updates. If you guys have any concerns, please let me know. If you guys have any tips, please by all means let me know. I would greatly appreciate this. Yes, he's the exact same fish, the chocolate lionfish, which is a beautiful, beautiful web. He's got a very beautiful web, and right now it's just, he's full of ick, and I mean his web is just totally pretty. I would really, really hate to lose this fish. I've lost one too many fish to ick, and this is the battle that I have to win. I have to win this battle. So if you guys could help me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Signing off. Till tomorrow.